The Niners have the number 1 seed in the NFC right now, Dad. They got it because the Eagles lost again. They're a game ahead of the Cowboys, who are the number 2 seed. And as long as the Niners win 2 of their next 3 games, they will clinch the number 1 seed, first round bye, home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So theoretically, they could lose to the Ravens this week, win the next 2 games, have a first round bye. Or they could beat the Ravens this week, beat Washington next week. If they chose, rest their starters for some or all of week 18 game against the Rams and have a bye week after that. So that's where the Niners stand right now. It's a good spot. The catbird seat.
It's the catbird seat.
It's the catbird seat. So they did it. Everything's working out for the Niners.
So is there a question involved here?
Not really. Just want to acknowledge that this is where the Niners stand right now.
Okay.
Do you think how about this? If the Niners win the next 2 games, should they sit their starters week 18 against the Rams?
I want to go back a little further. You said they could lose to the Ravens and still win the next 2 games and get the number 1 seed. It would not be a strong move to lose to the Ravens. No. So let's linger. Let's linger and say, sure, they could lose to the Ravens. They don't want to lose to the Ravens. They're not sitting around in Santa Clara saying, like Kyle isn't eating a pizza with his feet up on his desk today saying, yeah, we could lose to the Ravens. The Commanders, who the hell are they, and the Rams? They want to win because they have pride. As we've talked all season, they have a standard which they've established, which they didn't have before. They want to win. They want to make a statement, not to the NFC, but to the league right now. So I don't see losing to the Ravens as a comfortable option, and nor do they. No. But let's say they beat the Ravens, and they're going to beat the Commanders. I'm afraid that poor Ron Rivera is going to get fired after this season, and really he hasn't done that well with them.
He's going to get fired. Sorry.
He's going to get fired, right? Yeah. The reason I say poor, he's a local guy. I like to see local guys do well, and he's a good guy. He's one of the good guys. But I'm thinking if they go into the final game having clinched home field advantage throughout, why the hell would they play hard? I mean, now the game might mean something to the Rams, but that's irrelevant to the 49ers. I would think they should treat it as a preseason game. Play the starters a little, get the juices flowing, make it a Sam Darnold game in the backfield, have 24 and 25, play Ronnie Bell, play some of the offensive linemen who that don't play that, all of that. And I don't think they owe it to the Rams or to the league to risk injury just to be good guys. That's how I feel.
Absolutely. I'm sure the Niners don't want to be rusty heading into the playoffs, and maybe they're worried if they gave their players 2 weeks off. But at the same time, any player who's hurt does not play against the Rams. Maybe some guys who need some reps, but not that many.
Yeah.
Great game not to play McCaffrey. Although, would McCaffrey insist on it because he wants to, be the offensive player of the year?
See, I don't know him. I do know that he didn't finish out his career at Stanford, and it's something. I'm going to even say this. I had lunch last week with someone who used to be, I have to be very vague here, in the Stanford administration. And he's as proud of being associated with Stanford as I used to be. We talked about McCaffrey, and he said, I can't get over that he didn't play in that bowl game. He said other people did. Plunkett played in bowl games, and Elway. They were pretty significant guys on those teams.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, and he had his reasons, he could have got hurt. He could have hurt his career, all of that. Same goes with others. Andrew Luck. And this guy didn't play, and it troubles me. It does.
I actually want McCaffrey's side on that one. I just want to point out, I felt like David Shaw used him with no conscience at
Fair enough.
Stanford.
Fair enough.
In his final 2 games with Stanford, he ran the ball 61 times. I just don't think
could
you can
see
do
that.
that to it. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
because
Must
David
have-
Shaw is a professional. He has to win, right?
Yeah.
It's an amateur.
I understand. So, in other words, it's really a reflection on Shaw, and you get the feeling that CMC and his dad must have said enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Yeah, obviously Shaw has to win. So what he's going to do? Give the ball to his best player as much as possible. Okay. The guy's an amateur. He's a running back.
Okay.
You better not get him hurt before he becomes a very highly paid professional. I don't know. I can see it from his perspective too. But like you said, this is the perspective of someone who was at Stanford, part of that administration. So, I mean,
Yeah,
what I
was-
care,
was-
what I feel doesn't matter.
Yeah. This person, I would use the word disappointed.
That's legit. That's legit. All day, every day. Kim says, still haven't been seen Brock win without everyone, and a comeback MVP should be able to show that, right?
If you get, if you don't get the chance, you don't get the chance, and you don't get penalized for it.
Well, we still don't understand
Anyway,
what
we'll
happened in
see.
that 3-game losing streak. Yeah. Henry Ross has a better topic. How has Brock pushed Kyle to expand his playbook? This is a passing team now. Oh, I like that.
You like that?
It is a passing team now. If you have a quarterback like this, it's just so much harder to defend with all those guys running routes than just everyone trying to stop Christian McCaffrey running.
I'd say it's a more balanced team now.
Augustin Rosales has beat Rams to get them out of the playoffs.
Oh, who cares? That would be
Okay.
a minor motivation.
Suki Pazuki says, is Ronnie Bell a Kyle Williams risk? I wouldn't trust him returning punts in the playoffs. Joshua Wyatt says, in retrospect, the Eagles look like the most fraudulent 10-1 team in the history of the NFL. Can they get back to 2022 form? No, their
No.
defense sucks. Play Braden Willis week 18. Okay, yeah, that's another kind of guy. Rookie. I'm with that.